This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Well, this is funny. I'm reading on this website right now. It says Meek Mill, and it's quoting this quote he just did. He said, "Sometimes all I can think about is warfare." Well, it reads, Meek Mill isn't often the type to rant on social media. Are we talking about this same Meek Mill here, that all he does is rant on social media? This is why Drake called him Twitter fingers, okay? He rants towards I don't know if they were trying to be funny or not, but like he ranted towards Wale, 50 Cent, The Game, Beanie Siegel, all this guy, he talks about his girl, like he's a ranter. This is what we know Meek Mill for. Now, is it good marketing? Sure. Hey, but don't say he's a marketing genius and basically, he's not the type to rant on social media. Now, this comes a day after Beanie Siegel was on The Breakfast Club. He was on The Breakfast Club talking about Meek Mill. Did he come off bitter? A little bit, yes. Beanie Siegel came off bitter towards Meek Mill because this is the only reason. His story keeps switching up. First, it was over a show they were supposed to do, and that's why he was trying to get close to him. Then he was just doing it for Philly. The story keeps changing. Now, I can only assume that he was just trying to be part of the Dream Chasers movement, go against game. He felt he kind of alone at one point when, they did the Ooh remix, and then there was no follow-up, and then Meek told him to fall back, like, yo, bro, you're chilling, you're trying to get too into this, just calm down, let it play out. Then when Game responded, Meek called Beanie Siegel, and Beanie Siegel was already out because he felt like he was on his own. It's like, it seems kind of emotions and all this on both sides, okay? Meek's too, because there was no reason to really put hands on Beanie Siegel. I mean, you should have just left it alone and distanced yourself from him. You didn't have to put hands on him, but I understand it's the streets, and sometimes point has to be made, okay? But honestly, the whole Philly shit is looking weak right now. You don't want Beanie Siegel, Meek Mill going against it. The only strong crew we got left is OBH. Now, this leads me to another section of this whole newscast is DC4. As a fan, I'm a fan first before being part of the music industry. Where's DC4? Meek Mill, this has been the year of the snippets, like I've said before. We've gotten a million snippets on DC4. But where is DC4? I thought there was some video coming out with him and the Migos. It turns out that was for that Nat Turner movie, The Birth of a Nation. And now, where is this DC4? I mean, we're on October 12th right now. It was postponed in September. We were supposed to get it in September. Then he postponed it. Now we're in October, almost mid-October. Still no DC4. What is it going to be, a Christmas present at this point? I'm confused, you had the whole Game beef. Now you got Beanie Siegel. That beef is so played out now. It's not even funny. Now we're going to have Oskino and Petey Crack going up there talking shit about Beanie Siegel. It's like, I mean, what the hell's going on here, guys? All these guys are fighting each other and everybody moves better unified, but they fail to realize that it's who's going to be the best in Philly. That's what it's going to be. We all know Meek Mill is the top Philly guy right now as far as being publicly known, but I'm still waiting for OBH to get their shot. I mean, they're consistent, they stay tightly knit. You can't do anything but respect the OBH movement because these guys, you only see them together and they don't turn on each other. So I'm rooting for them, man. This whole other stuff is looking fraud, how they would say, frauding. They're frauding out here. The Meek Mill, the Beanie Siegel shit, that shit is weak. The whole state property beefing with each other shit is weak. The Game shit, I kind of understood in a sense. I know he was being an opportunist, waiting to the last moment to diss him when his album was coming out. But that thing has lost its steam, the whole Game and Meek thing. I think he should have pushed his album out, dropped it during the beat while the beef was hot. But, hey, it is what it is. Hey, we'll have to see what happens here.